He called me into the DIA as an economic warfare expert. But not just him, his predecessor, General Burgess, and his predecessor's predecessor, General Harry Soyster. So I got to talk to the best and the brightest about economic warfare, the top in the FBI, CIA, and everything else. And finally, I tried to convince them we're in an economic war. They didn't believe me at first. I said, China's our enemy. They said, no, China's our friend. They fund us. They're our bankers. I said, no, I'm telling you. So I had the privilege and pleasure of sharing that with them. It's a scary message, but it is a message that I had, and I firmly believe, and that's why we started the Economic War Room, to help people learn that we're in an economic war. And it's not just going to impact you at the national level, it's impacting your personal finances as well, whether you have higher or lower interest rates, or whether the stock market goes up or down, or whether you're even able to get a loan if you need a loan, or where you invest, or whether your business survives or not. This is economic warfare. Since then, we've started, I've written actually 4 best-selling books, including the latest book, which is called Pirate Money. The first one was Secret Weapon, then Game Plan, How to Protect Yourself During the Coming Cyber Economic Collapse, and then According to Plan, and then Pirate Money. And we started this TV show, and that was 300 episodes ago. And we're on Blaze TV. We're wherever you get podcasts. You can get us a lot of different places. Anyway, I'm going to share with you 5 undeniable truths. Tonight, this is the message. There are 5 truths. I believe I'm going to convince every one of you of every one of these truths. And these are debt path, targeting our currency, inflation, weaponizing currency, money changing forms. I think I'm going to convince you of all 5 of them. And when I do, then I'm going to bring you to one inescapable conclusion. And that is, we're in an economic war, and that economic war is going to destroy us unless we alter course, both personally and at the national level. So let's talk about the 5 undeniable truths. Our debt path is unsustainable. By the way, I had the privilege of testifying in Kansas for some legislation, and I mentioned that our debt path was unsustainable. And there was a guy sitting in there, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to out him, I won't name him, but he's a legislator, and he's a general, and he got up and he just, those economists, our debt path is unsustainable. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Literally, that's what he said. I'm like, okay, Mr. General, I will convince you. Give me the opportunity. Don't listen to Kevin Freeman. Let's listen to the chairman of the Federal Reserve Board. His name is Jerome Powell, and he said on 60 Minutes, we're on an unsustainable fiscal path. Bottom line, it's impossible. We cannot continue to rack up debt at the rate we're racking it up and be sustained as a nation. It is unsustainable. I'm going to prove to you beyond what Jerome Powell says if that's not enough. And I'm going to show you, when I wrote the book Pirate Money, it was a year ago today, I sat here at Liberty Hawk and I wrote the book Pirate Money, and I pulled from the usdebtclock.org, the U.S. national debt 1 year ago exactly was $32,114,281,964,125. So I looked at it yesterday. 1 year later, $34,849,459,930,159. Over $2.7 trillion higher than just 1 year ago. Do you think that's sustainable? $2.7 trillion? Do you know what our entire income tax from everybody in this room and everybody in this country, personal income tax, it's not much over $3 trillion.